What's up, world? Now, I understand I may offend some gender or something along the lines in this video, and I want to apologize first and foremost if I do offend anyone in this video. But I'm confused because I saw something. I don't know where it was. It might have been on Instagram, or it might have been on on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, or on YouTube. But I'm just confused because we don't give women enough credit on all the things they do. And I'm speaking from a male's perspective here. I respect women. I believe women should be, and now there are women who are CEOs and presidents and chairmen and all that stuff, and CFOs and COOs and you name it. There's probably a woman at the top of the food chain somewhere. But I'm confused at the fact that they think we don't give them enough credit when they clearly have all of the credit that they deserve. I mean, they have to do difficult things day in and day out. They have to go through periods. They have to go through childbirth. They have, they've lived in a society where men rule for the majority of their lives, or pretty damn close to it. And it doesn't make sense to me that maybe I'm a rare male, but I believe that women are at the top of their game every single day of their lives. Whether they're, from a very early on age all the way up until they're, 80 years old or 90 years old or however old they live to be. They have so much more responsibility and more power than us males do. And that's just the truth. I mean, we don't really know what it's like to be in a woman's shoes or us males, unless you're transgendered or whatever you are. But they think we're all the same. We're not all males are the same. Most men, myself, I don't know what other men think about this subject, but women have it more difficult than men do in this day and age. And even back in the early 1900s, they had it rough. Even in the 1800s and the 1700s and the all the way back until Virgin Mary. Look, I'm not saying that they deserve so much more respect and so much more power than they've been given over the course of the past, what is it, millions of years? Because they have to do something that's much more difficult than what men have to go through. Men don't have periods. Men don't give birth. I'm sure that science will eventually get to that point where men do give birth. But look, women have it so much harder than men. And it's not fair and it's not right that we have to belittle them still to this day in 2019. And I support everything a woman has to do in her lifetime and everything she's worked so hard to do. Now, I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know anything about the whole period thing or the whole giving birth or being, second rate or anything like that because I'm a male. But it's sad. It's sad to see that we still live in a society where it's male dominated. It's starting to shift towards woman dominated, but it's still, for the most part, there's still that barrier that we haven't broken yet. And don't get me wrong, there are women that are high up in politics or high up in in businesses and There might be principals that are women these days, and vice principals that are women these days, and there are women officers and women firefighters and women whatever that are like the top of their they're the top thing, whether it's the top thing at at high school or elementary school or middle school or in the workforce. They're that's what everyone needs to see, is that women are the tides are changing. Everything is shifting, and that's perfectly okay. That women are being the powerful people on this planet, and men are just taking a back seat. And that is what I'm trying to say, is that women are amazing. Everything a woman does in her life, whether it's being the top of the food chain, or having to give birth, or having to have periods and such like that, that's what's important. And I may offend someone. I probably have already offended someone, but I'm just saying, women deserve so much more than what they're getting in this day and age. Even back to the cave women, or before that. It's just irks. It makes me mad, and it makes me sad, and it makes me regret being a male, because we live in this world where we can't let women be the top, and that's not right. Women should be at the top of whatever they want to be at the top of. Whether they want to be the chairman of a company, whether they want to be a CEO of a company, or a COO, or a CFO, or a dean, or a police officer, or a firefighter, a chief firefighter, or chief police officer, or a doctor, whatever. I don't get it. And you'll probably explain it. There's probably some woman out there watching this that's going to explain it to me. Or there's going to be some man who's offended by this. Or some woman who's going to be offended by this. And I want to say I'm sorry if I offended you. But this is just my opinion. And you may not like my opinion, but it's just my opinion. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the brand spanking new vlog. Bye-bye.